Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the kitchen door to uncover the incredible invisible system that makes sure your food isn't just delicious, but completely safe. You know that feeling, right? You're at a great restaurant, the meal arrives, it looks fantastic, and it tastes even better. But have you ever paused and thought, what's really going on behind the scenes to guarantee every single bite is safe?
Well, the answer is this powerful framework called HACCP. Now that's a mouthful. It stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. But this is not just some boring rulebook. Think of it as a super smart scientific game plan. Its entire job is to hunt down any potential food safety risk and then pinpoint the exact moment where that hazard can be stopped dead in its tracks.
So let's pull back that curtain and actually see this amazing invisible system in action. To really get how it all works, we're going to follow an ingredient on its journey right through the kitchen, from the second it arrives at the delivery dock all the way to the moment it's placed on your plate. Ready? Let's go.
Our journey kicks off right at the receiving door. This is our very first critical control point. You could think of it as the main gatekeeper for the entire food safety plan.
The precision here is just remarkable. It's a super strict three-step process for every single item that comes in. First, staff check temperatures with calibrated thermometers, no guesswork allowed. Second, they inspect the quality, looking for damaged packages, checking expiration dates. And third, the critical decision, they document and accept only what is perfect. If anything is even slightly off, it's documented and rejected on the spot. It doesn't even get in the door.
Once an ingredient passes that tough inspection, it's immediately moved into one of two dedicated safe zones. Refrigerators have to be kept between 0 and 4 degrees Celsius. For freezers, the rule is even stricter, at or below a chilly -18 degrees Celsius. And these temperatures? They're completely non-negotiable for stopping harmful bacteria from growing. All right, so our ingredient is now safe in storage, but its journey continues into the kitchen itself, the real heart of the operation. This is where precision truly becomes an art.
Now, the next huge risk is cross-contamination, when bacteria jump from one food to another. The rules to stop this are simple, but they're absolutely critical. We're talking mandatory, thorough hand washing, using totally separate cutting boards for raw and cooked foods, and sanitizing every single surface and tool after every single task. It's a constant, disciplined cycle of clean.
And now we get to the moment of truth. Cooking is so much more than just about flavor. It's a critical control point designed to eliminate any lurking pathogens. Getting the temperature exactly right is, well, it's everything.
For poultry, like chicken or turkey, the magic number is 75 degrees Celsius. And this isn't the temperature of the oven, by the way. This is the internal temperature of the meat measured with a calibrated food thermometer. Reaching this exact heat is the only way to guarantee that bacteria like salmonella are completely destroyed.
But different foods have different targets. For fish, or for that steak you ordered medium rare, the scientifically backed safe temperature is 63 degrees Celsius. This precision ensures total safety without overcooking the food. And that's the key to the whole system, knowing the right control for each specific food and verifying it every time.
The job isn't done once the food is cooked either. To keep it safe until it gets to you, it has to be held at the right temperature. Hot food must stay at or above 60 degrees Celsius, and cold food at or below 4 degrees Celsius. That big gap in between, that's the danger zone, where bacteria can multiply like crazy. So these rules eliminate that risk completely.
So we've followed the food's journey. But how does a busy kitchen make sure this happens perfectly, day in and day out? Well, it's all managed by a constant safety loop of checks and documentation.
Yeah, this isn't a one-and-done kind of check. There's a clear rhythm to it. Every single day, all the fridge, freezer, and hot holding unit temps are logged at least 3 times. Every week, there's a deep clean, plus a review of all those logs to spot any potential issues. And then every month, a full HACCP audit reviews the entire system from top to bottom.
And here's what that looks like in practice. It's not enough to just do the check. You have to prove it. This sample log shows the unit, the time, the exact temperature, and the initials of the person who checked it. This creates a clear record of diligence and accountability. There's simply no hiding from the data. Of course, a plan is just a piece of paper, right? A system is only as good as the people who run it, and that brings us to the final and maybe the most essential part of this whole process, the team.
And that team is thoroughly trained. Every new staff member has to complete a certified HACCP course before they even start. Then, expertise is kept sharp with required annual refresher courses, and it's all reinforced with daily safety reminders in their pre-shift meetings. It really makes food safety part of the kitchen's DNA.
And this all comes down to a core principle, stated right there in the policy. It's all about accountability. By giving specific people clear responsibilities for monitoring these critical points, everyone knows their role, and they own a piece of the safety process.
And that, right there, is the incredible discipline of the invisible system that protects every single meal. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What's the most important food safety rule you follow in your own home? Thanks for watching.